Market analytics traders, we're back. We got the New Zealand dollar versus the Japanese yen, guys. You probably remember about 4 or 5 days ago, we launched a bullish campaign on the New Zealand versus the Japanese yen just because price had made it all the way to the very last level. Well, almost last level. Actually, we have two levels here. These two key levels, guys, belong to two different setups, right? Two setups that represents two different time scales, if you will. So we got the blue system here with 67.66, and we have the more profound 67.35, just 30 pip below, which belongs to a higher time frame setup. And we kind of felt that the New Zealand Japanese yen is reaching the end of the road, right? We were talking about this. We had a humongous downside trend, which started, guys, take a look where it started. It started here with this double top. We had a double top at the higher section of that system. We're talking about right now, I'm talking about that black system here. So after that, after that event, right, it was roughly around July 2017. So we're talking a long time ago. For 2 years, guys, price was on the downside, right, with a few technical corrections, of course, along the way. But what I find to be most impressive here, guys, is it's actually two things. First, the fact that price had made it all the way to the very edge of the setup, guys. That's in itself is something that is worth mentioning. The second element, I would say, is the fact that price had made it, had managed to take all the previous lows. That is important stuff. That is important stuff, guys, because now, after taking all the previous lows and probably drying up all the stop loss levels that were here, price should be having a lot easier time to turn around and begin to build up, an upside trend. So, combining these elements and the fact, I'm going to take you back to the daily chart. So basically what we did here, guys, we pulled the trigger the moment price bounced off that 67.65, right? That was probably about 5 days ago. You can see the bounce back here, and the following day, boom, we pulled the trigger. However, it looks like we were, too early to pull the trigger here, probably a little bit prematurely, taking a bullish position, because the following couple of days, 2 or 3 days, were back on the downside. And here's what happened, right? Price came back just to retest that 67.65 in what seems to be a double bottom. Now, there's nothing bigger, right? I mean, it must be one of the most important technical elements that you can find. A double bottom or a double top, in this case, a double bottom on a solid, strong key level such as this one, 67.65. And of course, yesterday we've seen that explosion, a single day move that completely turned around and basically moved away from that danger zone, right? Danger area between 67.65 and 67.35. So that's good news, guys, because we're back in business. At some point during the lowest low yesterday, we felt we might have to wait a few more days before price will actually turn around. So we're kind of glad that it did turn around sooner than we thought. However, it's still very early stages to determine anything serious in terms of an upside reversal. So we'll have to wait a couple of days to be sure that price is actually turning around for real. Now, I want to give you one last glance on that bigger picture, guys. Don't forget, stop loss level is at 66.50, right? We can't adjust the stop loss level yet until we have an upside reversal confirmation. And we're going to have that confirmation once price basically take the previous local high, which is this one right there, 70. So we're talking about 70, 100 pip from here. In terms of potential targets, guys, we're aiming at 71.14. That's going to be the first target. Second target, 73.47. And final destination, you can see my profit is already here, 7503. That's about that for the New Zealand Japanese yen. We're back in business, as I've said before. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.